If he's in the hiding. We
Okay.
are.
Wouldn't you know it? Okay, I'm gonna have to mute this right quick. I've been
Okay, how do I mute that?
Good evening, beautiful people.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, TGIF.
Amen. TGIF. Cheers.
Yeah, I got off work and said, well, I'll go grab a few more Christmas things. Man, everything was packed to the gills. I said, no, I'll get up early in the morning. No.
Oh, is it? It's packed out there shopping wise where you're at. Packed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I went out last week for a while and they had, everything open late. It was like no one knew they were open late for a change because, man, it was a ghost town. So last week was definitely the week to go.
What's up, peeps?
What's up, Peanut?
Hey,
Good
Dave.
to see you, Peanut.
Hey,
Hey,
you
Dana.
too, Watt. What's up? Hey, Jeff. What's up, Bushcraft?
Hey,
Are we live yet?
I don't know.
I think we are live. Yeah. I think we are.
So I said, yeah, I'll get up in the morning while the rest of those yahoos are sleeping and I'll go ahead and do my shopping.
Yeah, there you go.
Good
yeah,
idea.
I figure I would try to stream to Instagram.
Oh, it's a new thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a preview, a preview window on their live thing
Yeah.
with no mute button,
Oh,
Interesting.
which makes no sense because, you get the echo. There's no way of muting it. So sorry, Instagram, if you were watching over there.
yeah. That's
I'm
brand
sorry.
new. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
I figured I'd give it a try, but it doesn't make sense if you can't mute it.
Yeah.
Could you run it through YouTube? That way you can mute YouTube and then it'd be the same thing on there or something?
No, it's Instagram.
Oh. I don't have Instagram, so I'm not used to it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
well, I don't really do anything on Instagram, but every once in a while I'll post a picture or something. But I figured I'll give it a try and see what it does. And yeah, there was no button on there to mute it or anything.
Yeah. I
Really?
noticed that email just came today. I think I got the email today that was available.
Yeah,
Instagram.
it'd be good for somebody that had a lot of followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
That would watch. But like I said, it's to set it up, you have to have a key and you have to have a window open before, and you can only set it up within 5 hours of you going live.
Oh,
So after that, you have to get another key.
Huh.
So yeah, it sounds good, and it's a good thing to put on your website. Oh, we allow this.
yeah. So it's not something you can line up in StreamYard yet. It's just right through.
You can, like,
Oh,
if it's before 4 out or
gotcha.
under 5 hours that you set it up, that would work. If not, you would have to, before you go live, is set it up and then edit your StreamYard for it.
Oh,
Gotcha.
And again, the preview of you going live, there's no mute button on it.
Oh, gotcha.
So when we're talking, there'll be an echo.
Yeah, they're gonna have to work that out.
somebody had one job,
Yeah, right.
the noise cancellation guy.
He didn't show up that day.
Yeah, you would figure they would have caught that. Oh, There's no mute button.
Yeah, because I know it's different going from YouTube to Instagram, but I know how we go live on YouTube. There's tons of people that do it on Instagram straight from Instagram. You think it would be an easy gateway?
Oh yeah, it's. You would think that these companies would, they'd look at what's working already and copy it, because that's usually what they do.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's like rumble thing, because you can't say it actually, but
Royal Rumble.
you have to jump through many hoops just to go live over there. And you can use StreamYard with it, but you have to set up it over there first, and then you have to click a button over there and click it over here at the same time.
Yeah. See, that's too many hoops. I'm kind of a one hoop guy.
Yeah, push a button and you're live.
Yeah, one hoop.
Same here.
I think I did that before, but it wasn't a panel or anything. It was just like streaming a video or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how you doing tonight, Peanut? Since you was the last one in here.
Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, just like working on finishing up a script I'm working on for Saturday night, and
Jetsons, right?
Yeah, the Jetsons, exactly.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I hope so. What? Yeah, it should be pretty good. And I got like a match game to go with it. I was working on some questions for that, and then I was gonna do like another one of those joke news things.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna be?
Oh, I usually pick like whoever somebody else doesn't want.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of times I'll have like the best. I don't know if it's called the best role or not, but like let's say I've got an actress playing, and I wanted. It's a lot of people think you'd want to be the love interest or something, but I don't like. That's kind of like I'm taking my football and going home if I don't get to be the quarterback or something. So I really just do it to have fun with everybody else. So I want to make sure everyone has as much fun as possible. So I'll play whatever anybody doesn't want. Sometimes it'll be like a girl doesn't want to say a certain line or something. So I'll be like, I said this or something. For me, it's just goofy fun. So I'll play the girl. I don't care. Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are from California, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know how they swing.
Nothing but fruits and flakes. Right. Right. Someone said that to me, like Californians are like Raisin Bran, nothing but fruits and flakes. Or something.
Yeah. Bran flakes.
But I was like, what? All right, then Southerners ain't nothing but bread. White bread, cornbread, and inbred.
Oh.
Hey, I'll go that route.
Yikes. Ouch.
I'm kidding. I'm just playing around. See, I don't care. When you make fun of California all you want, I think it's funny.
No, you ain't gotta be Raisin Bran. We'll take that back, man.
I think all that stuff is hilarious to me. I make fun of like everybody, like their stereotype or whatever. Like you name it. I made fun of everybody at one point or another, like whatever their racial or stereotype thing is. Even Irish people, like I had a drunken alcoholic leprechaun. Right?
No, I'd like to see that myself.
Or this English
Never
guy,
get me pot of gold.
right? Drinking me whiskey and like
whiskey.
Yeah, exactly. Or I had a California guy. He was all into like tofu. He's like, no way, dude.
What's his name from Fast Times at Ridgemont?
Yeah, I was using that as like my character type. What is his name on that movie? Oh yeah, Jeff Spicoli.
Yeah.
Well, I see, dude. This is our time.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was definitely a movie.
Classic.
I saw an interview with Sean Penn, and he said he based that off a real person. And like, you know, years after that movie came out, he ran into the real person. And it kind of freaked him out. You know?
Wow.
and the real person didn't realize it, I think.
He probably wouldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder how they greeted each other.
Yeah. Dude, what's up, dude? Gnarly.
I know you.
No way.
I figure since I'm here and you're here, it's our time, Mr. Hand.
For the pizza.
Mr. Hand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, don't worry about it, dude. My dad's a TV repairman. He can totally fix it.
I actually got the idea of ordering a pizza and having it delivered to the class.
There you go.
That'd be
It
hilarious.
I had to share it with everybody, but it worked.
Oh, right on.
Nice. Little pie on our time, Mr. Hand.
Yeah, them shows were good back, or the movies were good
Yeah.
back and then.
I've been watching Tubi, you know, and they have a lot of good movies on Tubi for free. And if you watch one movie, the cool thing is it will keep going. Like, you know, it will like the algorithm will pick out another movie that's pretty similar for you to watch.
Yeah.
And I've been doing some 80s comedies the last couple nights, and man, there are some really good ones that I hadn't seen. I can't think of the names though.
Oh,
But-
you know what?
But it's fun. It's just good fun entertainment. You know, it's lighthearted. I like the way they shot. Yeah.
I like there's this one movie, Dave. I like it's called Better Off Dead from the 80s. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I think I have. Yeah.
Jeff, you seen it? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He goes, I want my $2.
Yeah. And that was the newspaper boy kept saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the newspaper boy. They stiffed him for his $2.
Yeah, he got it at the end though.
Yeah. Tasha says Mr. Hand was my favorite Martian. That is correct. Yeah.
Yep. Yep, sure was.
Hmm.
Yeah, he played in some good shows too. Other than those.
Yeah. A Man from Uncle, right? A Man from Uncle. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of that. I have no
The
idea.
original.
Yeah.
I have not seen one of them in a long time. Man.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that slipped out of my brain. I don't know that I've ever
a couple
seen
years back.
Is it they redid that, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Who was
With,
in the remake?
I want to say the guy that played the new Superman, Henry Cavill,
Oh,
Cavill?
okay.
Oh, yeah.
and I can't remember the other guy. Pretty common actor. I want to say 2018, maybe somewhere around in there.
Okay.
I think I've seen him in something else too. I didn't realize that was his name though. What, like the Superman guy? Like I think I saw something as a villain in
Really?
this movie.
The Witcher.
Oh, is it The Witcher?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the new Superman.
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I didn't know it, and I was looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Superman.
I think I
Played some
saw
pretty
that
good
too.
roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he has.
But it's
Yeah.
weird. It looks like he was made to play the new Superman, though.
Yeah, he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
smart for sure.
Definitely. I unfortunately watched the last
Airbender.
no Fast and Furious. Well, whatever
newest
it's
one?
called now. Yeah, that it's horrible.
But the guy that plays Aquaman,
Well, it's not that. It's the
The story behind it.
they're trying to make him look so weird. Hey, Gal.
Those fast and furious
Good
guys
evening.
gotta be
Gil.
slowing down soon, right? They got to change the name to like slow and sluggish.
They're at 10 right now.
Yeah.
But
10
the
Fast
thing
and
is,
Furious.
Furious.
it's cheesy lines that trying to make the Vin Diesel looked bigger than he is, tougher and this and that.
Yeah.
It's catchphrases here and there. It's
Sloppy
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah.
They don't
I'll
really
be back.
respect the viewers anymore. They like whatever. They'll watch anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the last one.
you really don't want to.
They're not as fast, Jeff. They're not as fast. Or
Oh,
furious.
really?
They're slow and steady.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my turtle is quicker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Uh-huh.
They're the Rolling Stones of movies.
Oh no.
They just keep going.
Well, a couple it's been a couple episodes back or versions of the movie. The big thing was the family thing. There was memes everywhere about because they overplayed the family thing in that. I think it was Fast 7 or whatever it was.
Wow. 7.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't think that many of them has done been out.
Yeah, but this last one is 10, and it's a half part. So there's going to be another part to it. So it'll be 10.2 or whatever.
Love it darn.
What's the
Wow.
one where they went to Mexico? Like there was like they had to jam through this like tunnel or something.
Oh, I think that
5 or
was
6.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Well, it depends because now the timeline has shifted.
Yep.
Well, now
Because-
there was one that Van Diesel wasn't into the last 5 minutes of it, and I want
Well,
to say that was Tokyo Drift.
There were 2
Yeah.
of them. 2 of them was like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember, it was just
Letty's story.
no.
Wasn't that one?
It's one where they went down to Florida. It was him, the main guy that died, and then
The blonde guy.
the black guy, the bald black
Oh,
guy.
Tyrese.
Yeah, it was just those 2 in it. And then there was a Tokyo Drift where he shows up at the last minute
Yeah.
for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and the rest
Well,
of them he's been in there.
But I will admit that Dodge Charger he's got,
Uh-huh.
that thing is off the hook.
Oh, hey, the black one, right?
Yes.
Oh, I love that car.
One's got that blower coming through the hood and everything.
Is
You
that, I got
got it right.
70 or 69 or 70. It's the same year. as the
Shouldn't they
early-
be running out of those things by now? As many as he's wrecked.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at- God,
I'm like,
Oh,
yes,
right.
if they're going to keep wrecking them, give me one.
I know that's what
Right,
I'm saying. Go
yeah.
wreck a new one, man. Don't wreck.
Uh-huh.
Those old cars are like a work of art, man. Don't
Yeah,
destroy
they
them.
are.
It's like using a Picasso for killing flies or something.
Yeah.
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 Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Miss Gail, how are you doing this afternoon?
That's
You
what I was
ain't-
getting ready to say.
Good. I got an email about 118, but I didn't notice it till I was sitting in Ariella's live, and I'm like, oh, that's for today. I was hoping it wasn't like a few days ago, but I try to check my email every day.
Well, that's good.
Well, to me, it's at the point. All my emails is you owe this, you owe that. How about buying this, buying that? So I really don't check it no more.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of YouTube stuff like collaborations and,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
people
Well, I
email
was
me.
going to have you get up here so you can talk about you. Not so much Gail's channel, but your other channel.
Broken Hearts Ministry.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Do you
way
want me to
get
tell the
we
story?
can get
Story?
some views over on that channel too.
Yeah. Broken Hearts Ministry Gail. I started the ministry after my sister Gretchen had passed away, which has been a little over a year ago. We found out after she passed away over there in Colorado that she had been homeless for a couple of years. And she was walking across the street. She had her backpack and she had 2 bags, and her bags actually had food in them. So she had went somewhere to get food that day. And my mom was afraid they were never even going to call us when something happened to her because she had been on and off drugs. But she had looked like she had cleaned her life up, and but she was homeless, and I had not seen her in about 5 years when this happened. So it was quite tragic because of course you have the blame. You blame yourself for what happened. You're like, well, maybe I could have done something better last time I saw her. Maybe if we hadn't ended in a fight, things would have been different. So. But my mom and I started a homeless ministry about a month and a half after she passed away on Christmas Eve. Last year was our first time to go out, and we handed out. My mom had made up about 5 or 6 bags. We dropped those off on the way, and then we started in January. We both did, I think, 5 or 6 bags, and we've been doing that every month since last year. So we're going on a year now with our ministry. Christmas Eve will be 1 year.
That's good. And people think, oh, they have homeless shelters for that stuff. They'll give them stuff. You'd be surprised how much you don't get from those places that take all these donations in and get all this money to help homeless, and they really don't do as much as they say they do.
Yeah, they're only allowed a certain amount of time, is what I've been told. Yeah. Just by talking to them off and on, is they can only live there a certain amount of time. I think it's like, I think I said 2 months, and then they have to go on, and they get a new crew.
That's a long time compared to some of them. Some of them are a couple days, 48 hours.
Yeah, I think it's longer than that. Yeah, but Abilene's about, well, last I heard it was about 120,000 people there. So we usually go to Abilene to do the ministry because I live in a small town, like 5,000 people. But it's so weird because I was out getting stuff for the ministry. I had received the money from the Vineyard Chicks fundraiser, and I was out buying stuff for that. And I had a bunch of like bags in my car, and I saw a guy walking through town. You could tell because he had his bedroll and his backpack. And so I got in the middle, and I made a U-turn around and got up in front of him, and I asked him if he needed help. And I just kind of dug through the bags because the stuff that was in the car was for the homeless. So I just dug through the bags and gave him what he wanted. And then I let him go through the clothes, and he pulled a sweatshirt out of there. So, and then just a few days after that, I ran into another lady, and I had just put the very first bag in my car thinking, well, I ran into one, maybe I'll run into another person. So I gave her that bag plus a scarf, hat, mitten set. And and she took a coat as well. So she had
Nice.
a rolling
That's good.
a rolling suitcase walking through our town.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You don't think you would, unless you're looking, because people will just phase out and they don't see, somebody homeless, or if they see somebody, they don't think. But if you've been homeless and been out in the streets, you can recognize it a lot easier. Or if you know somebody that's been homeless.
We're good at picking them out. Like, we can spot them. My mom and I are real good at spotting them. We do go to the Salvation Army, but sometimes we just drive up and down streets, like the main streets, North and South First in Abilene. We drive down those streets. There's just certain streets and stores where they hang out, and we just go to those places that we've seen people before, and we go back there again. And usually the backpack, the bedroll.
I got a question for you. When you're out looking, you got a bunch of them out there who's just out there, and they got nice houses and nice cars and everything. How can you truly spot one that is a homeless person?
My philosophy on that is, I'm trying to be God's hands and feet. I'm trying to do God's work. So if I give something to someone who doesn't need it, that's between them and God. I haven't done anything wrong. So if I hand a bag, I mean, that street sign, that sign that says please help,
Right.
that sign telling you they need something. If they don't need it, that's between them and God. I didn't do anything. So I give it to them because they're telling me they have a need. And it's right there in the Bible. We're supposed to help them. So I'm not going to lose anything by giving something to someone. If they took the bag, they were at least hungry.
Yeah.
Well, in other words, you've done your part. The rest of it is up to him and God. Okay.
I got a question too. Bush, how we were talking about like a bike or something where you can make like a little shelter out of it, like a
the pull behind,
yeah, like a little home you could tow like light up to pull on a bike or something. That way they have. Is that something you guys could do, or something to think about, or maybe it's not affordable? I don't know.
We gave away, we raised money and gave away a cart. Like, I call them a granny cart. I'm talking about with the kind your mom takes her groceries in and out of the vehicle. My mom has one. So we bought one of those and we gave it to someone we thought needed it. So, as we grow, we're getting to give people nicer things and more things than we used to be able to do. So, I mean, they have a pretty good setup for Christmas. They're going to get a food bag, a toiletry bag, a stocking, cookies, Chex Mix, a bag of candy, and then they'll have all the clothing in my car and blankets and like gloves and all that. So it's a pretty good setup. So we're getting more.
You'd be surprised of just the little things like socks and toothpaste and soap and things like that.
Oh yeah, socks for sure.
It means a lot.
Or toboggan or pair of mittens. Yeah, you call them toboggan.
Yeah, my ladies' church party that we had, we were doing a gift exchange, but along with that, the lady asked them all to bring gloves, hats, or mittens or something for the homeless. So I came back with a whole bag of that stuff. So I needed more stuff for the guys' stocking. So I actually wrapped up all the gloves and hats and mittens, and I wrapped all that and put it in the men's stockings.
Super
the
cool.
Women's stockings we kind of had more stuff for. So I just put all that stuff in a box. I'm just going to let them dig through there.
Like Watt and
my car.
And Bush were saying, I could see how socks come in handy because like you'll be all stinky. Maybe it like causes like mold or something. I don't know. Maybe that sounds exaggerated, but like some kind of pain on your feet if you're not changing them all the time.
Oh yeah,
definitely this time of the year in the winter months.
Trench foot.
Yeah.
We're at about 2 pair right now. We use the gallon size Ziploc bags, and they have shampoo, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, bar soap, hand sanitizer, wipes, a wash rag, pretty much anything to, clean themselves. We have all
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of times they won't go to the shelters because
my sister would not stay in the shelter.
And there are some that are, younger that don't want to go to the shelters because they'll end up getting taken and put back where they're supposed to go, which is sometimes worse than being homeless.
And a lot of people think that a lot of them are on drugs, and
I
think
know.
some of them are. But what I've come across more is just people that have some kind of mental problem going on, or maybe even some kind of insecurity from something that's happened to them. Like or they lost a family member that they were living with or something. I mean, we've heard a lot of stories.
Yeah, I hate the channels that go off and saying that, homeless are drug and criminals and this and that, and some of them are nicest people you'd ever want to meet. They just they don't want to be tied down to a home.
Yeah, I mean, my sister was off and on with the drugs, and I felt like the lady that hit her with the car, I felt like when we went to the police station, I felt like they kind of just told us what they wanted us to hear. And it didn't hit me till later. They were just telling us what we wanted to hear so we'd go on. I mean, they pretty much treated my sister like she was a throwaway
Yeah.
kind of person. It was terrible. It was awful. But
Yeah.
we decided not to pursue it. But I think if we would have definitely had a case, because they let the girl take her car away from the scene. There was stuff in the glove compartment. How did they even find that out? I don't know. There's just stuff. The lady was driving around with a newborn baby and had stuff in her glove compartment. So this is really weird stuff. But we decided not to pursue it. But that sign that they're holding that everybody judges, it's a different feeling when you actually pull that sign out of your family member's backpack, because my sister had the sign. It was folded in four. My mom actually has the sign, but it said, need help. Something like, I can't remember now. I'm like stuck, but God bless, need help. That's what it said. And I've had so many people say mean things to me, since my sister passed away, about homeless people. And I'm like, I don't even want to be friends with somebody who has no compassion for other people, because,
Right.
there's the Bible verse about the least of these. We're supposed to love the unloved. So.
And it also says not to judge also, but everybody does.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What the people you see, are they like in tent cities, or are they like, there's a lot of those now, or are they like individuals?
My mom is really afraid of going into where the homeless camp is. Now, I would go, like, if I had maybe a couple of men with me,
Mhm.
but she's afraid. So mostly we drive down the streets, like, where it's public and stuff like that, But yeah, there are times you're a little afraid to approach them, and I'm not the most outgoing personality. So sometimes I have to say a little prayer for courage, because I get a little bit scared. But yeah, we just, even when I stopped in front of that guy, I was like, he could just do something to me right here, throw me in the car, and but I didn't. I just did what God was asking me to do. And I mean, I was literally sitting on the couch, and I was like, I'm bored. I'm just going to go to Walmart and do the last little bit of that shopping from that donation. And I was coming back from that when I ran into the lady. So I felt like that was God telling me to go, but not the reason why. And so as I was coming back, I was like, okay, there's the reason why. So I was just following what he was telling me to do. And I ran into someone. So we pray before we go. Lord, put somebody in our path that needs us, or let us be the answer to somebody's prayer who's praying for food or praying for some warmth.
Well,
But
go
ahead.
I'm a firm believer that God puts everybody in the path of one another. There is no mistake.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, me too, Jeff.
Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive.
Exactly.
Yeah, too often, a homeless person, they're an eyesore. That we don't want them in this area because it's bad for business and everything. Then offer them some money to clean up around the place or something.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if they don't want the money, they'll usually just leave the area.
Well, now, it's like some that I've run across. We'll work for food. You go buy them food, and then they say, "No, I don't want that. I want the money from it." To me,
But we don't We don't give it to them. I mean, there's been a couple of occasions where I didn't have anything with me, and I'd give them $5 or $10. You know, nothing major, but
Yeah.
you know, but just because I wanted to help, but I wasn't prepared at the time. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to be prepared. I think I need to keep the sack in my car, even in Breckenridge, even in this little bitty town.
Yeah. Sometimes you can tell, and that's the thing. Like you were saying, if they're just doing a gimmick or something, you're still doing the good thing. You're doing a good deed.
Yeah.
And after you give them the money, what they do with it, that's with them and God.
I look for the bedroll and the backpack.
Yeah.
The condition of their clothes, the condition of their shoes and their coat.
Yeah.
You know, they have a dog with them. There's just things, you know, you could tell. I mean, you get used to telling. I mean, there's sometimes we have to sit there and think, okay, is it or isn't it? We have to look for a little bit to decide what we think, you know. And then we just ask them, would you like a food bag? You know, we don't say, are you homeless? Because that's like
Yeah.
offensive. So we have to be careful, you know, with our questions, and you know, we have to ask them to photograph them and to put them on camera. And I have had, you know, I do some pictures and a little bit of videoing, but not all the time, because not all of them are proud of where they are, and they don't want other people to see it, you know.
Yeah.
That's good. Definitely in these times.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Gail, for doing that. That's awesome. Yeah. That's amazing.
And we'll go ahead and put her link in the description in the chat.
Yeah.
For the Broken Hearts Ministry channel.
Yeah.
Cool.
It breaks my heart to see anybody hungry.
Yeah.
If I can get the Broken Hearts Ministry channel monetized, that money's going to go back into the homeless ministry. So that will be for them, and it'll be just like I do the donations. When I get my YouTube paycheck, I'll go to the store, buy the stuff, show you what I bought, and that put that out on a video. And I actually just started. My friend Luann from Blackberry Rock Homestead suggested I start a ledger, so I actually started a book. I just did a tablet, wrote down the amount, and put the receipts with it. So not my own receipts, but just for when people send me money, just to keep track of it in case anyone ever has a question or whatever.
And that there too. You have a PayPal.
Yeah, I do. And I believe it's listed on both about pages. And in all the videos, I try to put all the information. But we've been pretty blessed. I received $100 bill in the mail, a $100 fundraiser from the Vineyard Chicks, and today received a $100. No, actually, it was yesterday. $100 Amazon card in the mail.
Oh wow!
So,
No, you can probably get quite a bit of stuff from Amazon, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I try to buy bulk items like hairbrushes, deodorant. I think I picked up combs, and what was the other thing? Oh, toothbrushes. So that's bulk items that spreads it out. And then the more of that we get, the more of other things that we can buy that we don't normally get to buy. Like I bought a 10-pack of those flashlights that they have at Walmart they're small and round, and they have the batteries with them and everything. My mom's been buying those for a while, but I don't know. I just decided to pick some of those up to finish off the stuff from the Vineyard Chicks money that was left. So
those hand warmers that you stick to your body would probably be awesome too, huh?
Yeah, actually, someone donated some of those from the ladies' party.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Those are actually in my car. I have those. We're actually going out. Mom and I are going out on Monday.
There's a good question for you. Do you put
read it to me? It's too tiny.
Do you also put a Bible in their bags?
I do. I do. Yeah.
That's good.
When I very first we very first started going to a new church, and we were only there not even a month, and they heard about the ministry, and they said, "Hey, come up to the church. We got some stuff left over from another ministry that they're not doing anymore." So I thought, oh, a couple of Walmart sacks of stuff, you know. So I went up there. My whole entire trunk was full, and half my back seat of stuff. And it was just everything you can imagine: deodorant, shampoo, underwear, socks,
Oh,
all
that's
kinds of
that's
stuff.
great.
It was a bunch of Bibles. And we did actually, I still have quite a few Bibles, but my mom needs some. So I asked the church if they had any, like, you know, when they go out doing canvassing, sometimes they'll have those little thin Bibles, you know, that they'll
Yeah,
hand out.
the little pocket ones.
Yeah, they're looking around the church to see if they could find some more. But I did buy her about 11 of those little mini ones to put in the bags. So, but yeah, we
Yeah.
do. We put a Bible in all the food sacks.
Well, I went to get my eggs today, and it's at the Amish place, and they have a little section where you can eat and stuff. And this little old lady was in there, and she sat down and she started praying, and these younger kids came through and was laughing at her and making fun of her because she was praying. And I sat down beside her. I said, it's okay. And I said, let's, because I already knew the prayer, because it was a Catholic prayer. My wife was Catholic, so I know all the prayers for that. And I sat down and prayed with her. And that got me thinking when I was driving home, when Jesus he would go to towns and little cities, if it was ruled by the Romans and stuff, they would always have crosses out there with, you know, people hanging from them. And that got me thinking. I said, imagine him going through to do whatever business he was going to do, his teachings and stuff. And he sat there and had to walk next to that and see what was going on, knowing that was going to be him in the future. And and that got me, like I said, it got me thinking that if he could sit there and do that, and continue to go to these cities and have to walk past that every time, seeing where he's going to be in the near future. Why is it so bad for somebody to sit there and pray over their meal, and people sit there and make fun of them?
We still pray in public at the restaurants. We
Yeah.
pray. Even when we hear the restaurant, the waitress or somebody coming up, we just continue with the prayer, you know. So we do that.
Yeah, and I thought it's weird that it used to be a normal thing. You would see people doing it in restaurants and whatever. It was just a normal thing. Now people make fun of you because you do it now.
No.
Yeah, everything's being mocked. That's why bushcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's being mocked.
Being a Christian is no longer cool.
No, it was just like the big story about the upside down Christmas trees now. You know, everything's turned upside down, it seems.
Yeah.
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 I sometimes I wonder, like, why do I not fit in with certain groups on YouTube?
Mhm.
And then I have to tell myself that I'm supposed to stand out. I'm supposed to be different. Not everybody's going to like me because I'm a Christian. Not everybody's going to like the homeless ministry. They're just not going to like everything about me. But I mean, I just have to reconcile myself to that I'm not supposed to be like everybody else. So.
And I get told, well, you need to stop saying God blessed at the end of your videos, so that's going to ruin your algorithm and stuff. And I'm like, Why? I don't understand. I'm still going to say it because that's what I would say. You know, it makes no sense.
Yeah. So for this channel, I say, have a great day, be blessed, do something kind. And I say do something kind because I used to be bullied at one of my jobs. So that's where that came from. And then for the ministry channel, I say go with God at the end. Wow.
Ain't a thing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Normally, I tell them to stand in line.
Mhm.
I think it comes down to what you're convicted by. Because like if there's something you really believe in spiritually, you know, sometimes it's not always popular to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't stand behind just saying a word, God bless. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody else that doesn't say it or anything. It's just, I don't know. It just, I have no problem. And if I don't become, the famous YouTuber, then that's where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I said a while back ago. If you're going through life and you have no trouble, then Satan has got you in his hands. But as soon as you give your life over to God, that's when Satan is going to really go against you.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
Very true.
I think that's what's going on nowadays. You know, Satan is working overtime and he's trying to get as many as he possibly can before his last day. And it's working.
Yeah. And if you're not a religious person, look at it this way. If it's easy enough for them to shun or belittle somebody that does believe in God or says God bless or whatever, how long is it before they start working on you?
Mm-hmm.
They'll find something wrong with you too. They always do.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I'll like stand up against politics because I think, you know, it's worldly. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people think that a president's going to save them, and that's not going to happen. It's not biblical, but it's not popular to say that though. Because like a lot of people, you know, they want to believe in politics. They want to believe in, you know, things that are of the world because they think they want to save this world, this country, this world, what they live in now. But God's not of this world. If you look at like the original apostles, for example, that they lived in Israel and they were occupied by Rome. Rome was a republic, kind of like U.S. is a republic. And but what did they do? They didn't stick around and like wage war for Israel. What they did was they traveled actually to the enemy. They went all the way to Rome, like Peter did, to preach the gospel to the other side. So, you know, it's not always popular to say things like that, but you know, if you really truly believe, you know, what you're doing, you know, that comes first, not the popularity or whatever.
Yeah. God sent them out in groups.
You're just watching one of those old shows that has the, you know, it starts from the birth and goes through. We watched about half of it last night. I forget what the title of it was, but it was really old, and it was really interesting. I don't know what it was we were watching. Wasn't the Passion of the Christ, but it was like a 3-hour movie of it, like an old one, like maybe I don't know. I don't know if it was put out in the 60s or the 70s.
I was going to ask if it was like the older ones in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an actor that was in it.
Because you sit there and think about it. Peanuts talking about the Rome and stuff was involved in it. Why did Rome want to get rid of them? It's because they weren't as easy to control as everybody else was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and like
because they were drawn together under God, basically.
that and like I'm sorry, go ahead, Bush.
Oh, go ahead.
And like I've said this before, but like if you want to see the difference between politics or not, like a lot of people thought like Jesus was here to save this world. He's going to make a kingdom in this world, but his kingdom isn't in this world. It's in the world to come. And like people don't realize it, but Barabbas was the opposite. And both of them were son of the father, because Abba means father in like Hebrew or something like that. So both of their names were son of the father. But like Barabbas, people think he was a criminal. He wasn't really a criminal. What he was he was a freedom fighter. He was fighting for the kingdom of this world, like fighting the Romans and all that sort of thing. But people had a choice. They had a choice between the politics of fighting against Rome, or they had the Savior Jesus. And really today it's no different. It's still the same choice.
Yeah, and then if you sit there and look at the difference between now and the Rome days, they tried to get rid of certain religions and certain things that you're not supposed to talk about and whatnot. Huh? Kind of seems a bit familiar.
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
It does. It's unpopular to be a Christian in today's society.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new under the sun. It's just a different plan, a different face. It's not much different. We still have our Colosseums,
Exactly what? Like it was Roman numerals.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
It's a different form.
Yep. What? Yep. And it's like they're made for the same purpose. Like the professional football where you have the Colosseums, even call it a Colosseum. That was made by Skull and Bones, and the reason why they made that was because they wanted to have the males, adult males, to dissipate all their energy on a football game instead of where it really counts. It's the same thing the Romans did. They'd have what they call the circus, which means a bunch of gladiators. Yeah, the games. They were designed to get the populace to think about the game instead of the fact they were starving or all these other conditions that were crumbling around.
Form of entertainment.
Yep, a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm guilty of that. I've watched plenty of sports, but yeah, it's the same concept, just a different form.
Well, yeah, me too. I used to be all into it, like back in the day. Like what you'd watch the, and I'm not judging anybody, but like you'd watch the Sunday morning, and then there's the afternoon Sunday, and then during the playoffs there'd be a Saturday game, there's a Thursday game, and a Monday night game.
Yeah. Or you can watch replays 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the replays.
There's definitely a game on at all times. Definitely a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. Soccer, football, baseball,
some sport,
basketball.
And you do notice a lot of times they try to keep that, the religion out of the sports. And a lot of sports, the people who are in sports are very religious. Anytime, because remember Tebow,
yeah, I was about
yeah, he would
he
get
always
down
had a
and
Bible
kneel.
verse under his eye.
Yeah. Well, they had him. He got fined for putting that under his eye when he was in the NFL. I think he did get in trouble in college too. But
it's more lenient in college, you know.
But in the NFL, he got in trouble for that, and they were going to hit him with fines for kneeling and praying, and he ended up fighting that because everybody else, does the wonky dance and everything when they get a touchdown. Why is it not acceptable for him to, pray?
Yeah.
I know that a lot of them pray in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
They used to pray at school. Remember they used to pray at school?
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have any kids in the school, because that school is just terrifying. Like, I was a paraprofessional for junior high students and for some second and third graders. And those junior high students, they talk like high school children or like 20-year-olds. You know, it's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
We're so far
Yeah.
advanced than we were at that age.
They were, yeah, they were. There was just a caller on AM radio talk show that he brought it out. He brought this up, and I hadn't thought about it. But you know how they put all these slogans on the fields and on the back of players' helmets and on their shirts about blaming us for being different things, making us feel guilty about it. And the caller said, they're blabbing on about how we're doing everything wrong, we're being this and that, and they're putting this messaging out there. Meanwhile, where are their shoes made? Where are their shoes
Yeah.
made, and
Oh,
by
yeah.
who?
Yep.
And by
I'm
who?
not-
Yeah, no doubt. They use it for all kinds of different programming. Like
Yeah,
for
on
example,
games.
the guy who didn't like the what was it, the national anthem,
Yeah.
one knee. That was a
Yeah.
total programming. They act like they didn't want it, but they wanted that. It was designed to be like that. Just like the whole what's the other thing that they do? The Bud
Can't
Light
breathe.
thing.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
come on. That whole thing was planned because they wanted to
Yeah.
target the football guys that that were still defending whatever in their mind.
Yeah.
Plants that seed.
Yeah, exactly. It's designed to weaken the male, but the whole it's kind of ironic because the whole football league itself is a psyop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're all running around blaming people watching for being all these things. Meanwhile, the people that make their shoes live in a hell on earth. That make their shoes that the ball
That
players
too.
are
it's
wearing.
green.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree, Dave. You're right.
Yeah, it's so crazy, but yeah, it's designed, and that's the frustrating thing about it, is that I wonder if the people delivering the messages, that the basketball player, football player that's caught up into being self-righteous, if they realize how hypocritical they're being. Do they realize it?
Probably.
Well,
They're
They
probably
don't
paid.
care.
Or
They
something.
get that number.
Yeah.
That moolah.
If they're like
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word, but a certain kind of actor who shows up for news stories that shows up again and again in different
Right.
ways. I'm not gonna
Right.
say the word, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's a polarizing figure that knows that's going to captivate a wide audience. And even if you don't like this particular person, it's still going to get talked about, and it plants that seed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
people that don't accept it are not going to accept it, and the people that just don't care, they're going to accept it, and that seed's been planted. What grows from there,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about like the Antichrist? Is that what you're talking about?
or just like, think
Release of
about it
that.
like this: your soul is real similar to soil. You plant a seed in soil, the soil doesn't know. You plant a nightshade seed, nightshade will grow. You plant a edible
Oh, yeah.
pepper, the edible pepper is going to grow. You plant that seed in the soil, and if it's not guided and nurtured right,
Right.
Actually, I've got an interesting story about that. That kind of builds on that. And not very often I'm able to use this, but I remember like talking to this guy at his school, and he was planting trees. Like it was a new school, and they were planting trees in it, and they're planting the trees on this like the side of a hill, and so it had an incline, and he said that like instead of planting the trees so that they're like going along with the incline, they had to go straight up. He said, like, I asked him why that was. He said, because if you plant a tree and it grows straight up, you'll never have problems with it. But if you plant it crooked where it goes along with the incline, then you'll have problems with that tree its whole life. You have to like put little like things to keep it up and all that. So it kind
Yes,
of goes
they
along with
can.
what we're saying. What?
definitely.
But yeah, I
the
think it leads to the Antichrist. I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, definitely. It plants those seeds in people's minds,
Oh yeah,
and
it's
it
like
definitely gets some people distracted from the goal, and yeah, it's got a purpose.
we're all programmed. You know what I mean? All of us are programmed, and they're programming. It's so effective that today, when you have like kids and whatnot, they don't even know if they're. I kind of say this one thing or another. They don't
Yeah,
know.
know
Yeah,
what you mean.
We
Yeah.
know what you mean. Yeah. We
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get you in trouble, but like,
Mhm. We got you.
so that's like basic biology. I mean, how could you not get that? But that's how effective the programming is where they
Mhm.
don't even know anymore. You know,
But like Watt says, you just have to plant little seeds and look how it grows. Because I remember when I was a kid, you know, they planted the seeds that growing, like we grew up in the country, growing up in the country. Do you live on a farm? And you would get made fun of, right, for doing things that are correct, like growing your own food, just living in a normal environment. That the kids from the city would make fun of you, and you feel inferior because you're a hillbilly or a country boy, you know.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
They started planting the seed that being self-sufficient was uncool. But that's when I was a kid. Now what you're talking about, look how it's escalated, Pete.
oh yeah. And the other thing is this is like this. I think Watt and Jeff hopefully you'll appreciate this one. But like because I know I joke around with stereotypes, but it's a joke. But like a lot of people, they have, if they're not from the South, they'll think that people from the South are stupid or whatever the thing is,
Right?
and it's just not true at all.
No.
You know what I mean? But it's a stereotype that people buy into, or they're
I
programmed.
was
That's just
laughing
one of
while
many
you were
things.
talking earlier about the Southern people. I was laughing. You tried to joke it was about me, and I still laughed. I was like,
Oh yeah, me too. I think it's funny. Like we were just talking about that earlier. You know.
Well, see, I kind of look at it like this: the South, we kind of now. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but I think we stand up more to people than most people do, and they're more scared of us than anybody else.
Right.
I think you're right
Yeah.
because like you know I'm not into politics. I explained why I think it's all fake. You know, but regardless,
Amen.
it kind of gives you a
Scripted.
clue into someone's mindset. If you're in the left, forget it. You're not even on the ballpark. You know what I mean? Like you're so far out in left field, you don't know what's going on. But if you're conservative, at least you're kind of on the right track. You know, maybe if you still believe in politics, at least you're not as lost as someone on the left. But you're still locked in the system. It's still like locked in the you know the matrix or whatever. You still believe the facade or the lies that you matter. You don't. You know, they control everything. They control the money. They control the markets. The poison they put in the food. The poison they put in the air. No, it's all that was asked for, is to fool people into thinking that they have a voice. Then when they get mad, they blame the puppet. It's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Well, now, you look at it like this, okay? Now, I'm going to say the majority of the South knows what's going in our foods. And, you know,
I wouldn't even say a majority.
well, it's some kind of people like us who has brought it to other people's attention, you know, to make them aware of what's going on. Now, I will admit, and I really hate to use this word. The people from the North, okay, they didn't really start looking into it until the Southern people started talking about it. But then I reckon what I'm saying is certain people from the North know about it along with the Southern people, but there's more Southern people that know about it, know what's going on because they have firsthand experience. And I'm also talking the Western people, you know, who's got great big farms out there.
Yeah.
You look at it now, how much it costs them to do one harvest compared to what, 10, 12 years ago. I think fertilizer now is on up in the thousands of dollars. Just
yeah, that's for a pallet full.
Right. You know, compared to 10 years ago, it wasn't even half that price, you know. But I mean, I don't even want to bring politics into this, but look at what I went and done.
Look what you did. We got to get back to some first date horror stories, Jeff.
Well, for one thing, like in the South,
no. That's over and done with. Okay. What's in the past, let's leave it there.
All right, you got it.
The South is like where the Bible Belt is, right? for the most part?
Not all the
No,
South.
no, that's
You
yeah, it's
say
up here.
Southeast. The
Yeah, Bible Belt.
Southeast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Church
Ohio.
But just because they classify the Southeast as the Bible Belt does not mean there are not other states out there. You know, let me rephrase that. There are other states out there who highly believe in the Bible more than the Bible Belt,
Yeah,
but they're not picked on as much as we are. And it's like, just because we live in the South, they think we dumb, we're ignorant,
Right.
we're inbred. Y'all welcome. And you know, like that. But
Well, except for you that live, because you live in the north.
Yeah, you're immune.
Don't go there. But I mean, in our ways, we are smarter than people who are way up north, like Ohio.
what?
And
I don't know about that.
Never heard of it.
Who is this guy?
Right?
Bushcraft. Who is this guy? Where's this?
Then
Where'd you get this guy?
you got people,
I had to do it.
and you got people in the north who are smarter than than the southern people. And why is it that we just can't work together instead of working against one another?
You got moved to the bottom row.
Uh-huh.
All right.
What if one told me to do it?
101. Never mind. He ain't in here, so I ain't gonna talk
Yeah,
to
he
him.
is.
Is he?
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
There you
you're
want him
looking
out.
for
okay.
the other guy.
Yeah, you're insulting him too. Ohio's neighbor right there. Look at that. guy.
Gail, come years for a minute. Second Dawn, you be a peckerhead.
Well, you were talking about the food, and because I'm actually doing research for a upcoming video, but one of the things in there as a poll of people who care what's in their food. Now, this is all across the United States. So,
Gotcha.
how much do you think people care about what's in their food that's in the United States right now?
Oh
I think
man, I
it's
wish
going to be lower than we
I
think.
know.
20%.
I wish it was larger,
Oh.
but I'll say half, one half.
45%.
No, Peanut was closer.
At 20? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
24% of people care what's in
Wow.
their food.
Yikes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was
What?
with you, Mary. 50%.
Have
In the
y'all talked about
24%
the
off.
quality
Wow.
going down? Have y'all talked about that in here?
The
It
what?
won't happen.
Huh?
The food quality being worse.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I
no.
mentioned that.
Oh,
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And smaller portions too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember when the serving sizes?
Yeah.
You have to eat this little serving size of thing.
I forget exactly who it was I was watching.
Going way, way down, I notice. And the taste of things is changing.
Oh yeah.
So they're doing something.
Oh yeah, Bush, you talked about that with the candy bars, right? With
Yeah. Well, what was it? The Clark bar or something? Well, even that, it's just you eat a
Hershey
candy bar and
bars.
like, what did they do to this thing?
Yeah.
Hershey bars don't taste like they used to 5 or 6
Oh,
years
no.
ago.
Yeah, they don't even use chocolate anymore.
Well,
And
it's-
what is it? Reese cups has got worms in it.
Yeah, they didn't recall it because it wasn't. I think in the millions of. You have to have
It was
so
a Halloween
many.
edition.
what-
It
You
didn't
have, you have to have so many recalls. The number has to be so
Right.
high, or they won't recall it.
the food supply became so depressing to me when I had started dealing with diabetes last year, and I looked down the street and there was nowhere I can eat. and go in the grocery store,
Oh.
and there's like one aisle I can eat from. And
Wow.
it woke me up to the fact that I had lived like that, not thinking about it my whole life, you know.
Well,
And then,
now,
and then when
Yeah.
I started thinking about it, it literally eliminated half, at least the places near me to eat.
yeah.
Nothing. And almost none have something that you could drink that doesn't have sugar in.
Shut up, Jeff.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
As he open, he's getting in the candy right now.
There he's in the candy.
How in
that
the
candy.
world?
I mean, that's the first thing he said to me too, was his chocolate
Now,
covered
wait a minute.
cherries.
Hold on.
Chocolate
What
covered
you
cherries.
mean?
That right
Look at
there
that.
is cinnamon candy.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is homemade. So there.
It's
I
even
bet
better.
that's good.
But
I bet
you know,
that's good.
look at it like this: your healthy food costs twice as much
Yeah.
as your non-healthy food. So, yeah, and there was a joke done about this quite a few years ago. You got a person going out here and he's working his tail off, and just about everything he's making goes to bills. He goes into I'm going to use this as an example. He goes into a Hardee's, okay? A salad is what, $8, $9
Yeah.
for one salad plus a drink. Let's say water with lemon. Okay, that's going to be about $2.50 for that cup. When you can go in there and get 2 cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
small fry, and a soft drink for what, $3, $4 back
Right.
then. What do you
Oh, back then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Where's this at?
now, a while back ago, I wanted just a regular cheeseburger, like I used to get, not no bacon cheeseburger or nothing like that. Because I remember, man, them things were good. So I went to Mickey
Yeah.
D's.
Oh,
I ordered 2 just regular cheeseburgers, nothing fancy, a small fry, and a small tea. That right there was almost $10. And
Yeah.
I asked them, I said, what happened to the dollar menu? They said, it's $1, all that's $1. I said, well, it shouldn't have added up no more than $5. Well, there's taxes on here. And my mouth went to town, boy. And Dixie kept telling me, shut,
Yeah.
get out here, drive, shut.
Even the crap food's 10 something now. Even the
Yeah.
garbage is $10.
I mean, I could probably do better going through the dumpster out there
Yeah.
and pulling out.
Might be healthier.
You're probably right.
oh, Jeff, did you watch True Grit today?
No, I didn't.
Oh, she was in there feeding the horses. She was getting their dishes to eat in, and she put one dish down. The other horse came over there to get some. She goes, eh.
Hey, that's a popular word, and that is a word in the South.
Yeah.
I was laughing. I said, I wonder if Jeff's gonna hear that or not.
That could be the official word of 2023.
That's possible, but you ain't gonna hear no politicians holler it.
Well,
And I'll tell you another word that is a Southern word. Yo, now.
Wow. Wow. That's a long word. Can you spell that for me, Jeff?
like to say that to our president. Eh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's about all they deserve. Yeah. That's about it.
Every time he goes to talk. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I done that to 101 one night, and he was fixing to sneeze. Now, he looked up, got to laughing, and he said, "You know, it worked. I couldn't sneeze."
Y'all were talking about politics. You know, today in history, in 1791, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution went into effect following the Virginia's ratification.
When was that done?
That was on this day in 1791.
That was a tad bit before my time. I don't quite remember that.
A couple of years, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Well,
was an interesting tidbit.
Getting old when you can't remember your 10th birthday.
ain't it tough?
What is that in the background, Jeff? Is that like a police radio scanner or what? What is it?
Yeah. When I'm not on here, I turn it up so I can hear it, and then when I do get up on here, I forget to turn it down.
What
Y'all
are
give
they?
me a minute.
What are they talking about? Like
It's a scanner, you know, emergency stuff.
oh,
A
so you
police
hear
scanner.
like you hear like shots fired. You can hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shots fired or somebody OD'd and I hate to bring this up, somebody got stuck in the bathroom. I've heard that a couple of times. And believe it or not, I have heard them losing a chase over a lawnmower. The police lost them. And they were on a lawnmower.
Like they were driving the lawnmower or like they was in the back of a truck or something.
No, they was driving the lawnmower through the streets.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Well, they had, I know who it was. Okay. I'll put it like, I knew who it was.
It was George Jones. It was George Jones.
No. It probably, that's who his idol probably was. But yeah, they've got cows in the road. We've even heard of a policeman doubling up with another police, and he was lassoing horses in the middle of the interstate. I mean, it can be funny or it can really be tragic.
Yeah.
You can
other
hear
night,
the difference in the counties too.
Yeah. Ain't that what I told you the other night?
Yeah. Because there's one lady there's one lady that's pretty quiet, and then there's one lady that you heard her earlier.
Yeah.
She's
Now,
going to town.
The one that screams is from the town I used to live in, which is probably 60 miles from here.
I had to call the police station once because I was listening to one of the scanner apps in my area, and you know it feeds all the local police into one on the app, you know.
Yeah.
And one of the dispatchers was stuck with a hot mic. Their mic was stuck on, and they were saying everything, anything you can imagine. F this, F that about their job. They hated the blah blah. They're going on and on and on. So I was calling around to the police stations. Is your mic on? Someone's got a hot mic, you know. I never did find them. Oh man, it was crazy.
Well, now, I had a cousin who was a sheriff, okay, and he went on call. Somebody was shooting. All right. Well, what it was is they was target practicing, and one of the bullets came through the door and got him in the leg, and he hollered, officer shot. Within minutes, there was about 15 different cars out there, and he was in the county. But like I said, you go into a call like that, any police officer would tell you, you don't know what you in for. It can be a routine traffic stop, or it could mean
bad stuff.
Yes. Very bad stuff. And, I've always said it like this. Cops has got it the roughest about all of them because it's not like a movie. If they make a mistake, They can't say cut, do it over again. You know, that's it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, and there are a lot of good police out there.
Oh yeah.
Straight up, plain and simple. And my hat goes off to each and every one of them.
All the first responders like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got paramedics. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm now fire people don't think I'm leaving you out, but now the paramedics, when they go on a call, they liable to get some people who are on some real bad drugs, and they have to be strapped down. And there are a few incidents that they get loose, and then they start swinging and everything. And truthfully, a responder is not supposed to do anything. I'm like this: if somebody's up and swinging on me, you know, I'm gonna swing back. And the bad thing about it, you swing on somebody like that and you connect, they ain't gonna feel nothing. You know. But it's like Bushcraft said. All the first responders, my hat goes off to each and every one of you.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They have to put up with a lot of stuff that a lot of shows don't put on there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of them that they don't have a long career. I'll put it that way, because it's just too much.
Yeah. You're right. A 911 call.
Oh,
they
just talking on the phone.
They average out 5 years on account of the mental stress, because they're the first ones that hear what's going on.
And they can't do nothing. They have to sit there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Amish, but they're trying to get me to be Amish.
Alabama Farm Life. She used to be the person on the phone, the first person on the phone with the person. She used to have that.
Now, then with her being your friend, what I'm saying, then you can probably vouch that I'm right about mental stress. There's more mental stress involved in that than anything else. Because let's face it, if I get a young'un on there, you know, I'd probably lose it.
It's My Alabama Life.
My Alabama Farm Life.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the Farm Life one.
It was one of her first videos. She talked about some, but I
In
don't think she did
Florida.
More than 5 years. Yeah, Florida sounds right.
Yeah, she was in Florida.
She doesn't talk about it that much, so it probably is pretty tragic.
Yep.
Oh.
Dave,
yeah, she was a dispatcher.
Huh?
What are you looking at, Dave?
Oh, my Star Wars collection here.
Can you put the camera on it so we can all enjoy your Star Wars collection?
Let's see.
Oh, this is a sneak peek.
Right?
Oh, there's his dirty underwear collection.
Dirty underwear.
Edit that out. It's fine.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it's actually Darth Vader on top.
Yeah.
He's got the best props.
Yeah. So a lot of the figures in the middle shelf are from when I was a kid. I got them in 1977.
Wait, do you got like you got the original like Luke Skywalker one?
Yeah,
I do.
That's like worth money, right? How much is that worth?
I don't know. They vary in price, but yeah. And then a lot of the Black Series figures I like now too that they came out with. They're like really nice packaging and stuff.
I'm like this. You can have all the dolls you want, just like here in the house. My wife has got dolls. The first one that moves is going to be a fire starter.
Yeah, I hope they don't start moving. Yeah, that's for
The
sure.
head twist round.
But if they do, I do have.
Lightsaber coming at you.
Yeah,
Linda Blair style.
New toy.
if they start moving, I do have a lightsaber myself too, so I can protect myself.
I'm gonna let my hubby show you his new toy that he just got.
All right.
Start talking about it.
Yeah, the wife says she's got more stuffed animals than she does dolls. I don't care,
Yeah.
stuffed animals, dolls, or whatever. Any of them start moving, I'm going to use them to start a fire with.
Them dolls get scary though. Them old fashioned dolls, and that they kind of you go
She's
over
got a
there,
few of them.
and the eyes will follow you around. It's like, is that thing looking at me?
Like
I know,
She's got a couple of them like that. They're out there in the building. I'm sorry, they ain't coming in the house.
Annabelle, like about the doll. That was all demonic or something.
The real Annabelle.
Yeah, that's
didn't look
before I watched Chuck.
like that.
What would the real one look like?
Kind of like
Raggedy
a
Ann.
Raggedy Ann doll.
Oh, Raggedy Ann. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, Raggedy Ann, that goes back a long way too, huh? Like 30s or 20s.
Wait a minute.
Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even look at the story behind the Chucky doll. You should see what that looks like. It doesn't look nothing like Chucky doll.
Well, now there's another doll, female, Annabella, I think it is.
Yeah.
They got Chucky plus Annabella in a glass case because they keep moving. They're evil dolls.
Yeah. First.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to touch
Now,
it.
how about this? We go from talking about church to evil dolls.
Where's the camera?
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
Do anyone of you guys have like the original Hot Wheels? There's like 7 of them or something. They're worth like heck of money. Oh, what's that?
Oh, lightsaber.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
Darth
sweet.
Vader.
Check them out.
Check that
oh
out.
man, that's
If you
the
only knew the
replica
power
one,
of the
isn't
dark
it?
side.
Does that thing
Oh, that's nice.
when you swing it?
Oh, check that out.
That makes a sound too.
I'm gonna have to go get mine now. I'm gonna have to
Uh-oh.
go get mine.
Uh-oh. Force is strong with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I find your lack of faith in the dark side disturbing.
Yeah.
Very
Laser
nice.
blast, everything.
Now,
Wow.
when your wife is not there, do you ever see yourself out in the yard practicing with that lightsaber?
Oh yeah, I need to get my twirls and spins in before Halloween.
He just got it mailed today.
But it's
Sweet.
Is that Black Series? Is that a Black Series one?
Oh, who did I get it from? I bought it from Amazon. I don't think it's a Black Series, no.
That's
It's
cool
heavy.
though. Yeah, it
It's-
looks
The
great.
handle is
Hilt.
sturdy.
The bottom of the hilt is screwed off because I was actually charging it.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
But- Yeah, and I actually got it on sale. I was shocked. Okay, we went on sale, I guess, for Black Friday.
Yeah.
And my
Very
daughter
nice.
got me a black robe. So now I've got to just get the rest of the outfit before Halloween. So, anyways,
Nice.
I got y'all on my phone in the living room, so I've been listening to y'all. And then I heard Star Wars Collection, and then when I heard her mute herself and call me, I was like, "Oh, I know what she wants me to do."
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely a Star Wars geek.
Hey, I
myself.
hate to ask this question, but what name do you go by?
David.
Dave, no,
David.
Yale Southern Living.
That sounds
I don't
not
know
very
somebody-
Jedi-ish, David.
'Cause I don't want somebody popping in and say, Gail looks kind of funny here.
they'll turn to the dark side of the Force. Anyways, I'll give you that for now, guys. She just wanted to show you to see how y'all. have a
Hey, it
good
was nice meeting you.
night.
I was going to ask him, does he see himself while he's married? The two most common words used in a marriage is yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. That's
Or
true.
you're right. Would you prefer to be happy or would you prefer to be right? Yeah, truthfully, both, but happy would work.
Yeah.
He got some kind of award at his job, and they gave him $100 gift card. So he put that toward his lifesaver.
Lightsaber. Yeah. Good.
Money with
Good
it.
man.
Nice.
Good man. Good man.
Happy he is.
Tasha, really? I hadn't. That's pretty good.
He's-
I heard Black Friday was a black failure.
Probably, yeah.
We're gonna have a troubled person coming up here.
Troubled. Troubled.
Just
Well, it's taken him a long time, so his computer's probably lagging. So
No, it ain't his computer, it's the user.
we might see him by the end of the night.
In time for him to go to his stream. You know, he's gonna put me in his back room before it's over with. What's up, Trouble?
Greetings, sir.
TROU.
Remember, there's a back room to the back room.
Yeah, I know. I found it the other
And I'm not
night.
talking about that game thing that's going on, the computer game.
Back rooms.
Yeah,
Well, it's worse than that.
Voice.
my back room. That's what's worse.
He does, don't he?
Because Jeff he puts his farts in there and shit.
All right.
That's worse than that.
Make a nice Dutch oven. Right?
It's worse than the camps in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, gamers.
That's only when I take my shoes off.
Oh man.
No socks.
There's the cat.
You need to give Jeff some socks there, Gail.
Oh, I got some socks. They just wore out. I pull them up to my knees and they fall to my toes.
That's how you know you need new socks.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
they got a couple of good walks left in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff likes to wear 2 sets of suspenders, one for his underwear and one for his socks.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
that's an actual thing. So
No,
used to do.
Bushcraft, you got it wrong. I wear a belt for my pants and suspenders for my underwear. It's hard to run when my underwear falls to my knees.
Well,
Yeah,
wait
see?
a minute. Wait a minute. Jeff, do you wear your underwear and then put a belt on your underwear and then put suspenders on the belt that is also connected to the suspenders for the socks?
No, I do not. I put my belt through my belt loops on my pants to hold my pants up, and I put my suspenders on my underwear to keep them up.
That's a lot of work.
So you
Jeff. I
don't
hope-
hook, you don't hook the suspenders to your pants. You hook them to your underwear.
Yeah, don't you do that?
I've always hooked them to the pants if I ever wore them.
Nah, I've always hooked mine to. And Lord God Almighty, when you do squats,
And I don't do the button ones. I have those clip ones. The ones.
yeah, that's what I got. And make sure you ain't drunk when you go to clip them on either.
That's going.
Oh,
And
You
then
know,
there's-
I was doing so good till you come up here. one
And
other
Jeff,
night.
there's always that one clip to the suspenders that's always such a pain in the ass to get open.
Oh,
Man,
I know
yeah,
what
and
that
it's always
means
in the
right there.
back too.
who knows what that means?
Nanu, more for more.
oh, Mark and Mindy. Yeah.
Yeah. Those. Well, now they'd fit in good. They were
Nanu.
rainbow ones, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
What a-
Yeah. Nanu. Yeah, they were rainbow.
No, but-
I hope there's never a fire around you, Jeff. That's a lot of getting dressed. You got to strap everything up.
No,
I mean, Jeff
I
takes
would-
it. Jeff takes staying strapped to a whole nother level.
Yeah. Everything's strapped to something else. Tying it down. Oh.
Oh, that's why she got rid of them.
Some bungee cords. You got to get some bungee cords next.
You see,
I don't
now,
understand that.
I'm talking here.
I
Now,
don't understand the reference.
When I'm around the house here, I've only got a t-shirt, shoes, socks, and PJs on.
And
Okay.
that's why I asked you about, do you have the suspenders clip? Yeah. Anyway.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one right now.
Well, I know what to get him for next year, a robe.
Well, if anything, he's Jeff's like my grandpa. My dad told me stories where my grandpa would be up early in the morning waiting to go to the plant and that, and he'd be at the kitchen table with the newspaper in his underwear.
What's wrong with that? That's when you're comfortable. Just don't spill no coffee.
There's
That's all.
the risk of them falling down, Jeff. That's my point.
Well, now I got my PJs as tight as I can get them, to get them off. But when I take 5 or 6 steps, they start sliding down, and I got to stop.
I'll send you 500 foot of Velcro. That should help you out.
Well, see what it is. My doctor told me I got a disease. It's called acetol.
Huh.
What?
Sounds brutal.
Yeah.
It is. I asked her, I said, what's that? She said, you just ain't got no acetol. That's why your pants keep falling down.
Oh, I thought you were talking acetone.
That's totally asinine.
Something acid. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to
Catching
mute
trails on the
myself because I'm trying to be nice.
What
I'm
did you do?
trying to be nice up here. So if I
That's
go,
pushing buttons.
Yeah.
if I mute myself, then I can be nice. Out.
It's called just closing your mouth, Jeff.
How many
Hey,
times
Joe?
have I been up on your stream?
True.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
Fair
Gail,
enough.
how's your chickens doing?
Good.
Bop,
Are
bop.
Did they are they still laying pretty good down there?
They just now started slowing down.
Oh, okay.
But we've had some cold days because sometimes I think we have eggs more frequently than people up north because we have a smaller winter, sort of. But yeah, they just started slowing down.
Can I just introduce myself to Gail real quick here? Gail, do you know who I am, right?
Yeah, I recognize your voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually shared your video, your first video,
I see.
on the community tab to help you connect back with some of your friends from before.
All right. I didn't know if you knew that.
He's a weirdo.
You know what? Aren't we all up here?
He's a Yankee.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
Hey, don't be doing that.
Nice to meet you one-on-one. I don't know if we've ever met.
Right. Sure. Watch.
Like deja vu.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. See, drugs
forget
are
about
bad.
it, eh?
Okay. So.
Forget about it.
Hey,
Forget about it.
behave.
I got some shit to tell y'all on my stream.
Nice.
What are you?
How many times have you used that word in the last week?
What? Oh, none.
No.
Actually, I only tend to use it when Jeff uses it. So
Interesting.
It's like you guys have your own language.
That house, you have no idea what you're missing down here in the South.
All right.
See, the thing is, I speak 2 languages, Northerner and Southerner, and when you mix the two, oh God.
I speak 3 languages. I speak American, sarcasm, and smartass.
I thought Vance would say 2 languages, English and Jeff.
Yeah, Jeffism.
Yeah, Jeff.
Okay, 3 languages.
Lots of Jeffism.
Jeffism.
Yeah,
Jeffism.
Yep, lots of Jeffersons.
Jeffish.
Is Jeffish is
Yeah, but
is
my
Jeff gonna be on like a new gender?
Why not?
but my smart aleck attitude only comes out when I'm in public for some reason. There is just too many of them out there that think they know everything and they don't know nothing.
Yeah, it's because you're from a northern state.
Yeah.
Bushcrafty further north than I am. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go get me a slice of bologna out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm for it. I don't care. They're all messed up.
Well, I don't care how they look.
What state is Jeff in? Like Virginia or something?
Hi, Dixie.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
Oh,
Dixie.
not bad.
I hope he's
Speaking
got
of
his
the,
suspenders on.
Keeping us all.
Probably so. Who knows?
Yeah. All 3/4 pair of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's going to be surrounded by a pool of clothes if you don't have him tightened
Leave
up.
leave them cherries alone too, Jeff.
Yeah.
They ain't no count. They messed up on me.
Oh, he'll still eat them.
Man, he's walking a long way.
I'll start all over again.
These cherries are shit.
Oh, shut up. Be quiet.
What are we down to? What are we down? That was 24. What are we down to now with the cherries?
No, you remember he said he bought that gallon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just a small jar. I didn't do them the other one.
Oh, okay.
I'll start all over tomorrow. See what I get to. I only done it once for Jeff's mama, and that was it. And this is the first time I done it by myself, and I'm like, the
Yeah.
chocolate wasn't working out for me, and I was like, great.
You know what, though? They may look funny, but they taste pretty damn good.
I told you he'd go in and get one.
Yeah. He's having the bologna wrapped around a chocolate covered cherry.
That's it.
Man,
Quality
look,
control.
Like my secret.
We guessed it. I like it. I like it. That's a good snack.
And then he's gonna sit down and drink some sweet tea.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who just went to the Coinstar? What the hell?
Yeah. He's rich. He
Oh.
won. He won at the Coinster. I won.
Jackpot.
I know. I
He's
won.
a big winner.
The money.
Awkward.
So, Peanut, when you got your show tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
The Jetsons,
Right.
and you said you were going to do the reporter thing again,
Oh yeah. Like
the news thing.
yeah, like the news, like it's like fake news, or maybe that's the
I'm
right word.
lost. Fill me in.
Oh, I'm just doing it like tomorrow. I'm doing a live stream where I've got the Jetsons skit, or like it's
Okay.
based off of the Jetsons, and then I've also got like gonna play match game on there, and also it's like I do like this news thing. It's kind of like I just started doing it, where it's sort of like World Weekly News. That's where I got the idea from, right? Where
like Bat Boy.
like Bat Boy, yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
mine's Beaver Boy though.
Oh no! Oh no! That didn't. Oh no!
Beaver
and the
Boy.
Beaver
Oh
Boy-
no!
Oh yeah.
The Wild
Boy.
Adventures
No,
of Beaver
Peanut.
Boy.
Oh no, Peanut! Oh no, Peanut! Read
Beaver,
Beaver. Oh.
Beaver Boy was packing some wood.
You were-
Yeah, that's right.
Boo.
You were a little hard on the beaver boy.
Right.
Lord, I think you were a little hard on the beaver.
At least he wasn't wearing a saddle this time.
What was the other ones?
There was like I had like that Biden went down the border and but like he expected to do a photo op with like a bunch of like migrant kids, but it was actually a bunch of chupacabras that were crossing the border. They were drug smuggling chupacabras, right? And then
Dirty rascals.
Exact. And there was a guy who's like he went to the hospital to get like he had like cancer or something, and like but instead of giving him the right operation, they gave him a sex change instead.
Oh no.
And he was cool with it because he was all like, well, you know, the pharmaceutical industry, they're always screwing me anyway, so now at least I look like the part.
So are we gonna call crossing the border transitioning now?
And then like Trump, like I'm not trying to like pick on any political figures. I don't believe in politics anyway, but Trump was like he figured out that he was related to Superman, right? But he didn't want. Yeah, he was like Superman's brother. His brother, right? But he didn't want to admit it because then he'd have to admit that he was an alien from outer space. He'd have to deport himself. So he kept it on the down low, right? Stuff like that.
Not too far off from the actual news, actually. So
right.
But,
did she hop out or did she lose connection?
I don't know.
And then
I feel like I pushed her out. I'm sorry.
Right. Let's see the old ejecture button. When one door closes, a trap door opens.
Well, I feel like I pushed her out just the way I kind of stormed in here and took over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's gonna come back with a lightsaber, so be warned.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably mad. Maybe she's mad at me because I'm talking about Trump or something. I don't know.
Or maybe her internet just went out.
So did y'all see the clip of the guy blasting his left nut off?
No.
No.
No, it was a TikTok thing where people do the cutaway as they pull the trigger. Well, this dumbass pulled the trigger all the way.
Oh man.
And blew his left nut off, and the bullet went out his asshole.
Oh boy!
And it was an instant sex change for him. Like they're joking about it, but in all seriousness, like I'm pretty sure he's lost his nuts.
Man.
He half the man he used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's close to Christmas, but that's a real nutcracker.
Right.
Yeah, Salty did a video on it the other day.
Yeah, I'm out of that TikTok challenge. I'm out of that one.
Yeah, I'm never doing one of those.
Like chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Right. There's a news story for you.
Right.
Peanut.
Man blows nuts off.
Yeah, well, yeah. But for real, that's crazy. See? Oh man.
Well, look how many people died from just doing the cinnamon challenge.
Oh, every challenge gets them.
Huh?
People died from that? No shit.
Yeah.
What's the cinnamon challenge?
Oh,
put a spoonful of cinnamon in your mouth.
Yeah.
This whole lady put a whole ladle of it in her mouth, and it ended up coming out her nostrils and her ears.
Yeah. It makes down to your lungs and gets clogged in there.
I guess you could really call her the dragon lady, huh?
She'd be dragging one ball, then dragging the other one.
She gets down in there and it's so dry. There was an episode like that on 1,000 Ways to Die, but it wasn't cinnamon, but it was spices. And the guy inhaled a whiff of spices and it asphyxiated him or something like that.
Oh, the lungs or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
gets down in your whatever you call it.
The first thing you do is go.
The sacs in your lungs.
Yeah.
Oh man. Golly, what a way to go!
Wow.
And I'm sure somebody went from the Tide Pod thing.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Quite a few of them.
It probably wasn't real cinnamon though, right? It's probably like the
No,
people call cinnamon.
it's real cinnamon. You just put
So
not
dry.
telling people to do it because it's dumb in the first place, but
A person can't do it.
You put a pinch on your tongue, it's going to dry your tongue out.
yeah.
Oh wow.
It's just like putting a spoonful of flour or something in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
Right.
as soon as you breathe in, it's and it
Yeah.
goes straight down, and you go.
Wow.
And it spurts out your nose and everywhere else. If you're lucky, it comes out.
Man,
What a way to go.
how does this type of stuff go viral? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Still,
Even the ice bucket challenge
challenge?
thing.
Yeah.
That's taken some too.
Really?
Yeah, they're not the ice or anything. It's
The
because
thermal
people
check.
get creative and they don't have enough smarts to figure out, oh, the bucket's heavy and it falls down.
Oh, Gail's her battery died.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The milk crate challenge was pretty funny. I got some good laughs off that one.
Yeah.
I kind of
Did
feel
you
like
give that one a try? What? Did you give that a try for yourself?
Never have I ever tried any of those challenges.
Yeah. No. I
got-
almost did the water bucket one, but I backed out at the last minute. Nah.
Well,
I couldn't find it.
That one seems so innocent, though.
Yeah, that was like the grandfather of all of them, wasn't it? The ice bucket.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if you do it like the regular way, yeah. But
Yeah.
That
there's
was
people that got a big bucket full on a bulldozer and dumped it down and then smashed it on top of their heads.
what the fuck?
Wow.
I kind of feel like it was all like a I almost wonder if they do things like that on YouTube just to see like who will follow along.
How dumb is everybody?
Yeah, pretty much. Like they probably get a laugh about it.
powdered chocolate fight. Bubble Bill said two guys have had a powdered chocolate fight.
Huh.
I wonder how that went over.
Yeah, how does that even start?
Powdered chocolate.
Oh.
Like how much
With
of
the
it do they
poof.
have?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Work in a chocolate powder factory. Where are these places? It must be in Ohio.
Man,
Must be in
Yeah,
Ohio.
Yeah. Probably is.
I think Bush was one of them. Right?
That
You're
stuff
there,
costs too
Alabama.
much.
It was on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was an entertaining show.
yeah, it has been so long since I've seen one or two. I'm kind of wanting to see it again just to see what I missed.
Oh, it shows you what not to do, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. That much I remembered.
Mm.
yeah. You'd be surprised how many people stick things up their bumhole
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
end up dying from it.
Ooh.
That was probably one of the most ones I've seen on there. Odd ways.
Wasn't there one with like a Coke
On a
bottle or something? Sorry.
On 1,000 Ways to Die, there was a guy that stuck his, you know what, in a camp stove.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it swelled up and got stuck.
Oh,
Man, you're still burning.
Yeah.
huh?
on YouTube, I was watching last night. Funny 911 calls, and on there it had a guy was naked in the pool, and he got his
Oh, no.
wingman caught in one of the suction things,
Mm.
and the EMS had to come out there. And I kid you not, they said they had to put Vaseline on it and wait for the swelling
Live
to
right
go
now.
in before he could pull
Is
it
that right?
and get it out. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's the day I quit EMS.
Good.
Right?
Mm.
Got the old pool noodle stuck, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
man.
And that only leaves me with two questions. Number one is, well, this cover all of them. Why in the hell was he that damn close to the suction cup?
So I don't know.
Why do you have to ask these questions, Jeff?
Yeah.
Because if I don't, other people will. That's
Yeah.
like
Well, that's their priority. Don't make it our priority on here.
Yeah.
And that
Those
doesn't
need some
make
more
sense
questions.
because the suction is at the bottom of the pole.
Now up here, I have seen them on the side.
Yeah, they do have them on the sides of the
Yeah.
pool.
Man,
I'm thinking that was no accident, Jeff.
yeah, there's a
thinking that
lot of
was-
ways you could go with that.
Right.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's the way I want to think
Accident.
he was trying to get out.
Unless normally he's like you and he wears suspenders on his swimming trunks, and
Yeah.
that day he forgot his suspenders.
Could be.
That's a good possibility, you know.
But
But
the water rusted the little.
Yeah, the clips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, she's still in here. I shouldn't have said that.
You don't say it anyway, so why should I? You say
It all
anyway.
depends.
She's got a point, Jeff.
Lively Prepper says,
I know
I'll
how
see
you
y'all
are.
over yonder.
Yeah, just about time for my stream.
Bye. Oh, I mean, really?
Oh, thanks. I got about 15
That's
here.
okay. We don't have to let you up.
Yeah.
You're in the back.
Dixie's like, I got chores for him to do.
Yeah, I need to get that dent out of my cast iron frying pan. Let me try the other side.
Yeah. Jeff's got me thinking about going outside and cleaning the pool now.
Man, no, I'm not even going there with that thought. Because I was going to say, you probably ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh,
Oh, burn.
ouch.
Now we're going back to the thing he stuck his
Yeah.
wanky in because he got burned
took
there
a-
too.
that
See
took
how
a
it all
direct
goes back
hit.
around for 360.
Oh,
Direct hit.
Stuff is
The clap.
Yeah, the truth hurts. It's true, Jeff. The truth hurts.
there. What the hell was that? The way I heard it.
Yeah.
All right, Gail, I'll slack up a little bit. Okay, she's still listening.
There's a difference
In
between
other
lack
words-
and shut up.
In other words, let me mute myself here.
Oh, now he gets it.
I was muted the biggest part of the time.
Dun dun dun.
Huh.
So,
It got quiet because I muted myself.
am
Were you
I,
like Gale back in?
One occupado.
am I interrupting anything, or can I tell y'all something?
Tell us.
Go for it.
Okay, so there was down the street from my house, there was a shooting, and I guess it was a big to do, and the family that lived in the house was not cooperating with the cops. And then it ended up linking to a bunch of federal crap,
Oh, damn.
like big time shit.
On your block or further?
Like a block over,
Oh, okay.
Pretty close though.
like within a half a mile, like quarter of a mile.
Yeah,
To the point
usually
I could see the police lights out my window.
it's one of those like, you know, they always have the neighbor say, "Oh, they were really nice people."
Yeah.
I can't believe that. You know.
Well, I guess according to the story, people were saying there was cars coming and going constantly, which leads me to believe drugs.
Yeah.
And I guess somebody laid into the house with a shotgun, unprovoked. Then the house owner returned fire, and
Oh my.
nobody was injured, but it was a big to-do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Pretty
want to
action-packed.
know how TH2 knows it's a Great Beach Squire.
What is?
The pool skimmer. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's pretty dramatic there, Phoenix.
Yeah, but he says, I don't see how that happens. And I'm just wondering,
What do you mean how that happens?
evidently, never mind.
Good thing nobody was hopefully hurt from like just the rounds going through.
Oh, people were saying it was loud as shit and it woke up everybody. I guess this was like late at night too. So
Like,
Well, that's usually when it happens.
it's gang activity is what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
usually don't
Sounds
happen in
like it.
daytime.
so like nothing went through like the wall of the house across the street or anything.
I have no idea the details of that, but if y'all go backstage tonight, I'll read you the story.
Okay.
Cool. Well, this is at the point where we say goodnight. And we'll see you over at 101s, but I wanted to drop a link real quick for Broken Hearts Ministry. That's Gail's other channel where she does a lot of good work. And make sure you go check that channel out. And we will head over to 101 once he gets up and running.
He'll be up and running before he drops off of here good.
I practically am. I mean,
See?
I just got to click a few buttons. That's all. Anyway, bushcraft.
Out.